Hello and welcome to Star Citizen with Czar Peppers. This is a game that, like many others, I've been looking forward to for quite some time now. Now we can get into all that negative stuff that people have been going on about lately, delays, bugs, etc. But to be honest, I really don't care how long it takes them to release it, as long as it turns out all right in the end. Which it might not. Who knows? Fingers crossed. Since I got my new computer set up, I thought I would grab my joystick and get down to business. Yes, giggle it up. Just get it over with. So now I have some nice footage to accompany this video's topic. One of the things that intrigues me about the vision that Chris Roberts has is his desire to create this living universe with a culture, history, and the same kind of lore that you might get from a science fiction franchise. Even something as simple as the commercials they made for the in-game ships gives you a real sense of the broader reality that they're trying to create in this game. So what I wanted to do is go over the lore that we have for this game so far, so hopefully you can begin to feel invested in this little portion of the universe that they're attempting to create, from important scientific discoveries like space travel and terraforming, to historic events like first contact with an alien race. We'll go over the history that leads up to the period that we will get to experience. Our journey begins in the year 2075 on the morning of May 3rd, when it was announced that Dr. Scott Childress and his team had created the first self-sustaining quantum drive engine, with the ability to achieve 1/100th the speed of light. His daughter recounted the day of the announcement in her diary, saying, "Mommy made omelets again today. I was coloring when I saw Daddy on the holo. I screamed for Mom. They were talking about space and stuff, which was cool, but he looked so important standing there." When she would ask her father why he was away at work so much, he told her that he was trying to give her the stars. In 2113, that girl would be growing up when RSI patented technology that gave them the ability to terraform planets, converting the atmosphere to sustain oxygen levels in order for humans to inhabit the planet. Although not everybody was happy with this new technology, some questioning what the point even was. This is a portion from an editorial from the United Times archive. If we could terraform a planet, why should we? I'll give you a second. Think about it. I'll say it again. Just because we can do something, do we have to? I know the pundits over at SSN TV like to poke fun at me, make me out to be some technophobe, but I'll tell you this, I didn't have a problem with the cloning initiatives. I didn't have a problem with the gene coding to minimize inherited disorders and diseases. Those things were achievements to help make lives better. What is this? What is this in aid of? At what point are we going too far? No good will come from this. A decade later, one could argue that his warnings were warranted when a tragedy struck on Mars during its terraforming process. The planet was in its final stages of terraforming, and an oxygen-sustaining environment had been in place for 2 weeks. They were only 2 days from declaring the planet secure, but due to a chemical miscalculation in the planet's atmospheric processors, the oxygen didn't stick. Since the oxygen had been in place for a number of weeks, no one had any reason to have the proper equipment in case something went wrong, and the facilities had not been sealed. This was technically a breaching protocol that resulted in the death of many of the people in charge of the project. It wouldn't be until 2157 that Mars would successfully be terraformed, almost 40 years after the tragedy. A memorial was created for those who perished during the incident on Mars. By 2214, RSI had developed an engine capable of doing 1/10th the speed of light. That's a big improvement over the 1/100th the speed of light that they had all those decades ago, and there was a large number of ships exploring the solar system at this time. It was also around this point that humanity began to look beyond our solar system, interested in exploring the realm of interstellar space. That eventually led to the launch of the Artemis in 2232. It was the first attempt to send a manned ship to the nearest neighboring star system. The captain and crew, along with thousands of volunteer colonists, were placed in stasis for the flight, but sadly the ship disappeared. But people still hold on to the hope that they will reach their destination. Since the ship was only using slow burn, it would have taken over 200 years for the colonists to reach their ultimate destination. Despite this, there were only over 1 million volunteers for the adventure of a lifetime. So that's the time period from 2075 to 2232. If you would like me to keep going with this series, as there is plenty more to go over, please hit that like button and subscribe. I was also thinking about doing some spotlights on the various starship companies that exist in Star Citizen, going over their history and design philosophy, that kind of thing. So if you'd like to see that too, you can hit the like button and all that stuff as well. But until then, good night and thanks for watching. For those who are interested, I started up a Twitter channel, or I guess it's not called a channel, a Twitter account for this channel. If you would like to check that out, the link will be in the description below.